Alrighty boys, welcome back to another step-by-step video. This first clip is a Nitrocell Fortress you guys can do for free kills. Next up, we're going to be playing Habana on Clubhouse. We're going to be attacking the bedroom bomb site. Now, something I wanted to bring up, and I feel like this is mostly targeted towards the lower ranked players that watch my videos, but something I feel like a lot of people don't really do that much is they don't like rotate their push, if that makes sense. Now sometimes rotating your push is bad because what ends up happening is like you're gonna like rotate and then your whole team is gonna die like during the time that you're rotating your push. And what I mean by like rotating push is I just mean like shifting your like main focus, if that makes sense, or you go somewhere else on the map that is like valuable, if that makes sense. So like for example, for this round I go ahead and open cache or CC, excuse me, and then we're gonna go ahead and open con. We're gonna go run over to Jacuzzi. We're gonna open up Jacuzzi, and my teammate, my Flores here is already, or not my Flores, my Fuse here already opened up a big chunk of this. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and Habana open the bathroom wall here. My Fuse is actually going to end up actually destroying my pellets here, which is kind of unfortunate. But it's okay, we still have two more. So we're going to go ahead and do that. All we really need is the line of sight into bathroom just to make sure that it's not a playable position. But basically what I'm trying to show here is that since I clear out bathroom, I open up con, single wall, right? The CC wall is open as well. The CC wall doesn't really matter that much, honestly. I just do that usually if I have breach charges or not. But basically what I'm trying to show here is that the enemy players have to flood out, right? They have to flood out to different positions because of the positions we already opened up. So you're going to see right here, they're on main, they're in bedroom. I believe there's a guy in Logi in this position, so I'm like, okay, you know what? The way to win in this position here is not for me and Fuse to be on this breach. It's for me to rotate here. I'm going to go ahead and go to site windows. You're going to see right here, I'm going to catch a Legion for free because he rotated out of bathroom, I assume, or Logi, and ended up just getting, you know what I mean, placed into a freebie spot, you know what I mean? Right here, we're going to go ahead and jump into the site window. We're going to jump onto the bed and peek Logi through the head holes that they made and get ourselves another free kill. This mine's actually injured, and then like I said earlier, there's a guy on main, so we're gonna go ahead and swing aggressively from main. He's gonna swing into us, but we're gonna go ahead and get a free kill onto him, and then we're gonna go ahead and rotate into Logi here. We're gonna go ahead and finish our pick for the last guy in this position is below. Our teammate's gonna end up dropping and killing her right here, and we go ahead and secure the round. Alright, so this next clip we're going to be playing Fuse. We're going to go ahead and be pushing over to Break Room here. I have my drone preset inside of Break Room, so basically my idea is that I'm using Fuse here. I'm using Fuse as a hard breacher, just so you guys are aware. Now, I actually think Fuse is like an underrated hard breacher. Because a lot of the times before you get a wall open, you can go ahead and just like fuse it, and a lot of the times you'll get like portions of utility, if that makes sense. Like you'll get a little chunk of utility if it's just like mutes on the wall or whatever, or if there's nothing on the wall, then you can get like little pieces of utility for sight. And also it makes the enemy team have to shoot out your fuse charges, which I think is also good, because a lot of the times you'll always get one pellet out, you know what I mean? It's not, you can't like completely prevent the pellets to go out from a defender's point of view. Honestly, it probably would be better to use some of my fuses on the other wall, like over by yellow here, but my main priority was to just get this wall open, as well as just snag a couple other pieces of utility for sight, which they don't have anything. Now, once we get this fuse candelas out, we're going to go ahead and just hard breach open the wall here. One thing I want to mention is that this is during the time when mute jammer could technically stop the hard breaching, so that's why we're using a lot of our fuse charges here to basically prevent them from mute tricking, basically. And then right here, we're going to go ahead and get a kill for the double door here. He actually ended up killing one of my teammates. My teammate called it out, then I peeked over and got myself a free kill. And there's going to be an Aruni here that also tries the Eagle challenge. We end up lighting her to like 1 HP here. And then basically this is going to end up going into a 3v4 position. There's going to be one guy flanking for Arcade Hall. This is kind of an awkward position to be in, basically, with me and my Blackbeard here. I want to open up this soft wall to my left here, so I'm basically going to be waiting until my Blackbeard has the same idea as me. I probably should have just called it out to him to just soft breach it with his breach on his Blackbeard shield. But he's eventually just going to do it anyway here in a second, and then we're going to go ahead and actually use that rotate hole to actually kill a mute that my teammate's going to be calling out, that he's in the arcade hall. So you can see right here my Blackbeard goes ahead and does that, and then what's going to end up happening here, he's going to die to mute. I'm going to go ahead and finish off the mute, and then there's going to be a guy that's going to end up swinging me from the left side of the breach here. We're going to go ahead and get a free kill onto him. because he's just ego challenging for no reason. One guy's going to be on pillar in this position. The other guy's going to be in office, just holding an angle on me. Right here, we're going to swing pillar guy because he's ego challenging me again for some reason. Last guy's over by office. He rotates into waiting to look for the refrag on a pixel angle with the DMR. So we go ahead and quickly pre-fire that once we get into that angle and secure the round. Now next up, we're going to be over on bank here. We're going to be attacking the open area bomb site. We're going to be playing thermite. Now this bomb site's actually a little bit complicated to attack. Typically the easy way of pushing this bomb site is to open up vert, open up the hatches, open up the quad wall, the triple wall for archives, and then make some kind of play happen based off of like opening up all of the angles on the enemy team. Now for this specific wall, there is actually no hard breacher, like other hard breacher for the hatches here, so we're just gonna have to make it happen with just our thermite. So what we're gonna be going for here is we're basically gonna be taking top square, taking vertical, and we're gonna be droning like blue stairs just to make sure no one's flanking. And basically the idea is that we're gonna go ahead and walk in top square here. We're gonna go ahead and try to be walking into archives tellers to open up the triple wall. We want to open the triple wall first because there's not really any bad repercussions for doing so, so we open it first before anything else. If we open bottom square first, then it'll be really hard to rotate around and bottom square, so that's why we always do archives first, because then we still have space to move around in. So you're gonna see right here, I'm gonna go ahead and place a thermite charge on this archives wall. I'm gonna drone here just to make sure I'm not getting pushed by archives, because basically the win con for an enemy team is to basically retake this space. So whether that be by flanking or by going through lobby and trying to flank through that way, but you're gonna see right here, once the wall gets open here, somebody's gonna hit one of my air jabs that my nomad put up. So I go ahead and collect that kill right there. And then right here, I was gonna thermite open the bottom square quad wall, but what ended up happening is my nomad was kind of like AFK in front of the wall while I was getting open, so I decided it was in my best interest to not open it right away. But you can see right here, I'm going to go ahead and drone out sight here, and I'm going to go ahead and see castles on one site, a zombie and Clash on the other site. I was going to open up the wall in the same spot, but I was like, I didn't want to give Clash any footholds to basically hide, basically. So we're going to go ahead and open the wall on the far left right here, because it's going to basically prevent Clash from having anywhere safe to play. So we're going to go ahead and kill Clash right here. A zombie should still be in here. Earlier we saw her playing behind her zombies. We're going to see right here she's going to go ahead and swing out. Unfortunately, I'm going to whiff my shots on her, but that's okay because one of my other teammates is going to go ahead and kill her through the other breach that we opened. And then last guy's going to be in the other side, so we're going to go ahead and swing through these head holes right here to collect ourselves a free kill and secure the round right there. But basically the other really strong way of attacking that bomb site would basically be like if you made vertical as well, like for stock, and then open up the hatches, then you could suddenly make it like really hard for an enemy team to play like anywhere basically, because the only places that would be safe would be the like window area, and then over by like the closet, by the hatch and the rat spot that people like to sit in. That would be the only places that would actually be playable at that point. Now next up, we're going to be over on Night Haven here. We're going to be playing Mute. Now I think Mute is a really good operator for this bomb site. It might not be the best operator to play, but I think he's one of the stronger operators to play for this bomb site, and the reason why I say that is because he has Nitrocell, he has Shotgun, SMG-11. You can never really go wrong with this setup. You have the mute jammers as well to prevent droning, and so basically what I like to do is I like to play over by command with Mute, and basically we used our Shotgun SMG-11 combo for anybody trying to push us for warehouse, and if nobody does push us there, then we can go ahead and help for Aqua with the Warden basically. We can also help by swinging for pillar or for electrical doorway through the head holes inside the command here. And we also have the nitro to basically prevent the default plant for pillar if the enemy team decides to go for that as well. So it's a very like flexible operator in this specific round. You're gonna see right here, one of my teammates is gonna die to that electrical doorway. I'm gonna go ahead and actually try to challenge this here in a second, because basically the enemy team is going to be sitting on that electrical doorway. So eventually here I'm going to actually try to go ahead and just force the gunfight with that electrical doorway guy. You're going to see right here he walks in. I'm going to go ahead and light him up a little bit, and then I'm going to go ahead and pre-fire here. I'm going to go ahead and kill him right here, and then we're going to go ahead and go prone. The enemy team is doing a pillar execute basically, so they want to plant onto the pillar. So we're going to go ahead and go prone. We're going to hold this nice little pixel angle right here. One of them is going to go ahead and peek out here. We're going to go ahead and injure him here. And I know there's another guy over on pillar, so we're going to go ahead and just nitro it here to get both kills right here, putting us into a nice 2v1. The last guy in this position is going to actually be on pillar. He's going to be wide swinging across right here. I'm actually going to get put into a 1v1 here. My warden's not going to refrag me, so I'm going to end up dying to this thermite. And then my warden's going to go ahead and have to play the 1v1. He's just going to go ahead and walk up and pre-fire, and we're going to go ahead and secure the round. But anyway, guys, hope you guys enjoyed today's step-by-step video. Please make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace!